Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome. Everyday Q&A. This is going to be something that I do on a consistent basis every weekday. We'll call it Weekday Q&A. Chris Janke coming at you with health in the real world. So I have 20 questions that beginners ask health and fitness professionals. So if you are a beginner, I really do feel for you. I've been a beginner many times in my life, and it's where you always have to come back to if you've gone any length of time without exercising. Now, your body does remember. There is such a thing as muscle memory. There's coordination. There's the nervous system patterns that you're able to retain throughout your life. You know, that's why you can see someone who's like significantly overweight, old dude who can still throw a football pretty well. But as far as cardio, as far as overall strength, these are some things that you're going to lose. So you're going to get back to being a beginner. But this is for the true beginner. So people who maybe don't even have an idea of what to do. Before we get started, if you need any extra help, go to healthintherealworld.com. Try a 30-day trial. I will work with you for free for 30 days, and you can see what it's all about. So, all right, here we go. Without further ado, 20 questions that beginners have about health and wellness. How do I get started with a health and fitness routine? Okay, this is super general, and you're not going to like this answer. It's a little sarcastic, but honestly, the way to get started is just to get started, right? That seems ridiculous and very obvious, and a question or an answer that my 4-year-old can give. But this is what I mean by that. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to walk, walk. If you want to lift weights, lift weights. It doesn't really matter too much what you're doing. Just you need to get started and do something. It's going to be very small if you compare yourself to what someone else is doing who's been doing it for a while. But it's going to be more than you did yesterday. So just get started. What type of exercise is best for beginners? Having said that, not all exercise is created equal. Do not do burpees. Do not sprint right away. Sprinting's great. Don't do it right away, though. Don't do anything that's high impact, high injury risk, right? Don't lift heavy weight. Lift weights, but go light. Go for more repetitions, lighter weight. The main reason is you don't want to deter yourself before you even get started. You want success, right? You want to be able to achieve success. And success, when you're a beginner, success is coming back tomorrow. That's the definition of success. You want to be feeling good enough where you could actually do something tomorrow. So do something light. That's what I would say. How often should I work out? That's a good question. I want to draw a distinction, though, between workout and move. You should move every day. So if you're going to go on a light walk, do it every day. How often should you work out? Like really strive to increase your heart rate, put some serious stress on your muscles and joints and ligaments and stuff. 3 days a week. I would start with that. The old Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing always works. And that really is the reason why I started with my Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes at 8 a.m. Now we're every day of the week, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday is how we started. And that's how my program is. What should I eat before and after a workout? Often, if I work out in the morning, I'm a big believer in working out on an empty stomach or just have like a light protein drink, something like that. After workout is when most of the carbs that you're going to eat throughout the day would be after that workout. It's a great time to eat carbs because your body's really ready for them. It like really wants them. Whereas, when you're sitting on the couch all day, you shouldn't be eating a lot of carbs because they're just useless. By the way, it's like 85 degrees here. So if you see me sweating here, that's why. Is it better to do cardio or strength training? Yes, it is. Both. Strength training, though, because you can get cardio with strength. Makes sense? Like during the pandemic, I was laughing at the politicians who were stupid enough to do this. And they said, oh, you can go to the gym, but you're not allowed to do cardio. You can only do weight training. I'm like, bro, if you do weight training properly, you're breathing heavy, you're spitting that COVID virus all over the gym anyway. So who taught you how to work out? Sorry, I'm getting a little sarcastic here, but it's true. You can elevate your heart rate doing 1,001 different things, one of them being weightlifting. So if you're going to pick only one, pick weightlifting. Let's see. Thanks for joining me, by the way, guys. I really do appreciate this. I do these Q&As because most specific videos, I could dive deep into a video, but a lot of these things just require a quick answer. And I find that beginners and really anybody benefits from having a breadth of knowledge. You don't have to be an expert at any one thing, but there are a lot of different components to fitness that it is a good idea to learn about a little bit of everything. How do I set realistic fitness goals? I think being realistic with your fitness goals is very important in deciding what you're going to do today. In deciding like directionality, like where do I want to be in a year, you don't have to be as realistic, right? You could lose 100 pounds in a year if you do everything right. But when you're deciding what to do today, the way to be realistic is decide like, well, what did I do last week, right? What did I do yesterday? What did I do the last month or so? And then just take a little baby step, like little baby step. Add 5 more pounds, like little baby. Okay. It really is that simple. Consistency is more important than intensity. All you have to do is get a little bit better each time and don't stop. If you don't stop, you're good. All right. What's the importance of warm up and cool down exercises? I mean, they're super important. If you're balanced, if you have that muscle balance and you're warm, like actually physically warm, then you're going to do much better with your workout than if you're just going in cold. Having said that, you can do a lot of things just going in cold if you are conditioned to do it and you've been doing it for years. Even just months is enough sometimes. So it depends on how challenging the workout is compared to your ability, right? So if you're about to go in for like the biggest bench press you've ever done in your life, you may have to warm up a lot. On the other hand, if you're doing a bench press that's very light compared to what you've done in the past, that is your warm up, right? Like if you can bench press 300 pounds, a 135 is your warm up, right? But if you can only bench barely 135, then that's not your warm up, but that's like your top level, right? So it really depends on who you are, where you are in your journey. By the way, if you guys hear cars in the background, again, it's super hot, so I got all the windows open, no air conditioning, and we got a lot of cars going by, so I apologize for that sound. All right, I'm going to start speeding this up a little bit. How can I avoid injury during workouts? I would say do the warm up. So again, it is customized to where you are. My workouts do start on the ground floor. I'm a huge believer in just lying on your back, letting gravity open up your posture, and go from there. And then you get to also scope out like, how do I feel today, right? How do I stay motivated to exercise regularly? I think taking baby steps and just little by little making it a part of your life. If it slowly and systematically becomes a part of your life, then you don't really have to be motivated. But there are other tricks. Like one trick is, what I do is I have my fitness class. So people actually pay me to work out with me, and I can't miss it. It's impossible. I've done it when I was sick. I had COVID 2 years ago. Why is today the COVID episode? It's weird. I had COVID a couple years ago. I worked out while I had COVID. It was on Zoom, so I didn't get anybody else sick. But let's see. Okay. How can I avoid injuries? Nope, I just said that. What's the right form for various exercises? The right form is the right form that feels good. I often say to my clients, I say, make it look easy. If you make the exercise look easy, then you're not struggling too much and your form is most likely pretty good. Everybody knows the bad form when they see somebody at the gym who's like bouncing around and they're like, dude, that's gotta hurt, right? So that's what I would say. Don't be too proud. Don't have your ego get in the way. Drop the weight, make it lighter. No problem dropping the weight. How do I track my progress? Man, lots of different ways. It's crazy. I've tried so long to be a tracker. I really am not a tracker. I like going based on how I feel. That's just me. I know a lot of people like data. They like to track. That's cool. I've tried. It just doesn't work for me. So what I do to track, even though it's not technically tracking, I know my weights in my head. I know the basic lifts. I know stuff like that. And then every few months, I consider getting a slightly heavier weight. Oh, am I ready to add 5 pounds? And then I know I'm progressing, even though I don't know exactly how much I lifted on a given day. Okay, next question. We're at 13 out of 20, guys. Here we go. Is it necessary to hire a personal trainer? All right. Obviously, this is a weighted question. That's like asking the contractor if you need a house remodel. He's going to say, of course you do. Yeah, and I'll do it for you. So yes and no. Is it necessary? No, it's not. If you're the type of person who knows what to do, you can design your own program and you can push yourself hard enough to be able to do it consistently enough where you actually overcome those roadblocks and you consistently progress. Having said that, if you, one, don't know what to do, or you have any doubts whatsoever, or you're down the YouTube rabbit hole, Googling what's the best workout, and you come up with 100 different answers, or if you find that you hit a plateau or you're not motivated to work out for whatever reason, then in that case, yes, hire a personal trainer or do a group class, which is why I do the group class format. You don't necessarily need somebody to like nitpick every little piece of form like I used to do when I started. I used to do that. And so I had these people were paying me like $2,000 a month, and I would just like get in there and like nitpick. Some people like that, but you don't necessarily need it. Okay, where are we? How long will it take to achieve results? So this is a tough question because it depends on a lot of things. If you're a true beginner, it's not going to take you that long at all. So think about it like this. Like if you weigh, I'm going to exaggerate, just go outlandish. If you weigh 500 pounds and you lose 50 pounds, 50 pounds is a lot of weight, but it's only 10% of your body weight. Versus if you weigh 150 pounds, 50 pounds is a third of your body weight, right? So you can lose weight very quickly if you have a lot to lose, right? So the closer you get toward like your ideal weight, I'm putting that in quotes if you're just listening, the closer you get to the weight where you're like healthy maintenance, the slower it will be. The more experience you have with fitness, the slower it will be. If you're new and you're significantly overweight or you have a long way to go to reach your goals, you will actually progress faster at first, and then you'll start to slow down. Can I exercise when I'm sore? Yeah, I would just change what you do, right? So like, for example, what is today? Was it yesterday? Tuesday. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I lifted heavy. I went pretty heavy. I'll go heavy like once a week, maybe every other week. The rest of the time, I just go moderate. I go very light to moderate, which is what I do in the classes. But 2 days ago, I went heavy, and I woke up today sore. Originally, my plan at the start of the week was to work out Tuesday and Thursday, today being Thursday. And I changed it up. So I'm still working out today. I still have actually done a few workouts today, little videos that I recorded, but they were very light. So more stretching, core, light to moderate weightlifting, things like that. I did not push it like I did on Tuesday. So just change it up a little bit, maybe go more cardio and less strength. There's a perfect segue into this one. What role does rest and recovery play in fitness? Big role. Generally, the way I do it, just because I have 4 kids and it's just busy, I don't plan anything on the weekends. I try to stay active, but generally I find that if I push hard Monday through Friday and I don't plan any rest Monday through Friday, I just go. I'm sore. Today I'm sore. I'm still going to work out tomorrow. I'm probably going to go hard tomorrow too. But I know I have Saturday, Sunday to kind of chill. I'm going to play with my kids. I'm not going to do anything that's like crazy, strenuous, hard. For you, it might be different, right? You might travel a lot. Maybe your travel day is your rest day. But it is important. You do need to rest and recover, especially as we get a little older. There's no need to go all out every day. How do I incorporate flexibility exercises into my routine? Another 4-year-old answer. The way you incorporate flexibility into your routine is by incorporating flexibility into your routine. So what I do, for example, let's say I have 3 weightlifting exercises like this. I'll put 2 flexibility exercises in between. So I go weights, flexibility, weights, flexibility, weights. And it does 2 things. One, you're training your flexibility. Actually, 3 things. Train your flexibility. You're saving time, and you're giving yourself rest. You're giving your muscles rest from the weights. What is the best time? We're on 18, guys. 18 out of 20. What's the best time of day to work out? I personally like working out in the morning, but the best time of day to work out is whenever you'll do it consistently, honestly. A lot of these answers are like that, those 4-year-old sarcastic answers. I do apologize about that. I know how it sounds, but really it's true. Like if you're thinking you want a long-term habit, that's your best bet, right? Okay. But the reason why I like working out in the morning is because you're fresh. that one workout can set the stage for your whole day. It's like the one thing you can do for yourself before anybody bothers you, right? How do I deal with muscle soreness? You can rest the entire day. You can, like we talked about earlier, do something else. Drink a lot of water, eat super healthy, eat a big, huge salad, a lot of water rich vegetables. Foam rolling is fantastic. Get a massage. Have your partner give you a massage. It doesn't have to be hard either. It can be just light on the skin. It can just be like, look up lymphatic massage. If you've never had a lymphatic massage, ooh, man, those are cool. Very light, just on the surface of the skin. Bus going by here. But it gets everything moving. It's great. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Acupuncture, chiropractic, all your recovery stuff. And then last one, 20 out of 20. Last one here, guys. Thanks for joining me, by the way, again. Are supplements necessary for beginners? No, they're not. They're not bad. Like, I just had a protein drink, which I would consider a supplement. All I do is put powder in water, shake it up, drink it. That's mainly because I don't eat a ton of meat, and I get like, I'm not sure if I get enough protein necessarily. So that's like a way for me to get extra. Now, are they necessary? No, definitely not. Are they going to hurt you? No, they're not going to hurt you either. Just make sure you get like the big ones, right? Like protein's a macronutrient. That's pretty important. But before you start thinking about supplements, I would definitely make sure you're good on water. Make sure you're good on healthy eating, like actual food, before you start to supplement that food with something else. So what I say is a green drink. So you can take your gallon of water a day and make green drinks. So lemon, cucumber, spinach, avocado. It's my go-to recipe. You can add stuff, take away stuff, substitute, whatever. Try to hit that every day. You'd be so surprised. If you do that every day, do that green drink that I was just talking about every day for a month, it's the best. Oh my gosh, you'll lose so much body fat. Your energy will go through the roof. Most likely you'll feel like you don't need to sleep as much. Your recovery will get faster. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you guys get nothing out of this except for that, like, do that green drink every day for a month. Massive quantities of water and raw vegetables, especially leafy greens and lemons and avocado. Oh man, good stuff. All right, friends. Well, we are at 17 and a half minutes. This is perfect. I like keeping them under 20. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to hit me up, Chris at mycorebalance.com. That's always a question asking forum. I will be here every day at various times, the Q&A, the weekday Q&A, also on the podcast, Health in the Real World. And again, down in the bottom left corner, if you want help and you don't know where to turn, sometimes you just need to reach out. So you don't know about my program unless you try it. It really has changed lives, myself included, which is the reason why in the particular way that I designed it. And that is mainly that it's 3 days a week. It's consistent. There's reach out ability with me and you. So if you have questions along the way, again, I feel like these little Q&As, these little bite size, just that access to a trainer is so valuable, right? Because you don't need to know everything. All you have to do is start. Then you hit a little roadblock and you ask me a question and I answer it and boop, oh, thanks, Chris, I got it. And then you walk around that roadblock. Okay. So I'm here to help. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful day. I'm going to go grab some water because it is hot. Enjoy Health in the Real World podcast.